Hey guys, welcome to August.
What, August? Yeah, August.
Yes.
August already? Oh my god, the year is just
Suicide
flying
Squad
by.
month.
Suicide Squad month, and actually Suicide Squad week, because it comes out this Friday. Today is Tuesday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And it'll finally be here. It feels like forever since we've been waiting for this.
It really has, since that announcement.
Yeah, oh my, I can still remember the first trailer and actually reacting to it at last year's San Diego Comic-Con, and now the movie is here. And so in honor of that, not only have we been, of course, doing these Suicide Squad themed character bios, now we've got a Suicide Squad themed character or comic book verses for you guys. One important character in the film looks to be the Joker, and I will be taking him in this matchup. Josh will have a character that matches up, I guess, most specifically with the Joker.
Yes.
And that is Jack O'Lantern from Marvel.
AKA Discount Green Goblin, AKA Discount Hobgoblin, AKA AKA Fiery Mysterio.
Fiery Mysterio. AKA just really a D-lister here, but really our original matchup was a little bit different. We were originally going to actually do Green Goblin, but we weren't able to. So
Yes. Per the rules of this show, we do the most recent, incarnation, the mainstream version of the character, which unfortunately for Green Goblin, as of, this time, he has been depowered since the end of Superior Spider-Man. He is no longer insane, but at the same time, he no longer has his goblin abilities. So we had to get, a good person to substitute, and actually Jack O'Lantern statistically, stat-wise, fits better. So it kind of worked out.
He's very, very, very close. He actually doesn't have... Joker, of course, has no super strength, which we'll, of course, talk about. And neither does Jack O'Lantern, but Goblin did because of the serum. So now this is, there's just one way that it actually fits better, and we hope you guys will enjoy this and agree with us at the end. So I believe that I'm actually going to go first this time with the Joker. Now, Joker's origin in the DC Universe from the New 52 is very, very interesting, although recently, of course, it was revealed that he actually does have that Red Hood origin. He was the leader of the Red Hood gang, very personal ties to Batman before falling into a vat of chemicals, which turned him into the Joker, both physically and mentally mutating him and deforming him into the horrible psychopath, sociopathic monster that we know today that's just had this reign of terror in Gotham for decades now. So, of course, a very huge character in popular culture. Joker has 2 bars of strength, meaning he has the normal strength of a human male for his size, height, and weight. I'm not going to even speculate. Probably benches, maybe max is about, 150, 175, something like that. Just general. Think of your average Joe at the gym. Not even your jacked up guy. More like the guy doing, exercises with, the cables.
The guy doing Pilates.
The guy doing Pilates. That's Joker. Speed, 2 bars of speed. He has a normal average human speed. Probably does about 30 minutes on the treadmill on the gym. I mean, you got to think he does something to stay in shape.
Then Pilates.
And then Pilates. The Pilates is what keeps him toned. 4 bars of fighting skill. He is very, very experienced. He doesn't really have any training in fighting. He's got, of course, basic hand-to-hand combat knowledge. But what he does have is a lot of times getting punched in the face by Batman. And so you think he learned something or two over his course of that actually happening.
He's also experienced fighting Harley Quinn.
Exactly. It's Hank Pym in it.
For everyone that romanticizes that relationship, you really shouldn't.
Stop it. That is not Bay goals. But no, so 4 bars of fighting strength. He's been punched in the face a lot. He's learned his way around a fist fight. 4 bars of durability. And this is really interesting because Joker actually... He's got this tendency to not die, and it's not really in his power set really explained. He does have a healing factor thanks to the Dionysium that's actually in his spinal cord. And Dionysium, if you don't know, for those of you that didn't read any of Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's beautiful and wonderful Batman run, it's basically the basic chemical compound in the Lazarus Pit. So he can heal himself from a lot of things. He's healed instantly from gunshot wounds. He survived having his face cut off. He's survived falls that should have killed him. And he just keeps coming back like a bad habit. But technically, not functionally immortal. It's just more of a... Not dying is more of a habit for him. I like to think it's a habit for all of us. 4 bars of intellect, which is actually to say that Joker is a genius. I mean, most of the stuff that you see Joker working with is stuff of his own design. And, even though it's not necessarily usually the most complicated stuff, he's still got the intelligence enough to plan out all these massive attacks and create all of these gases, these compounds, these tools, things like that that really make everybody's life a little bit worse. So he's working with a lot of intelligence. He can take a punch, many punches, and get back up, many gunshots and get back up. And he also knows his way around a fist fight, but he's got no energy projection, 1 bar there. So for that, I turn it over to Josh.
Yes, so I have, as I said before, Jack-O-Lantern, aka Discount Green Goblin, aka Discount just Goblin in general, aka Fiery Mysterio. So, Jack-O-Lantern, what can I say? He is the self-proclaimed arch enemy of Venom. If you actually read the Venom, Flash Thompson Venom, I should say, to be more specific, that solo series was actually a really good series. Good run, I should say, that first volume of Agent Venom. He was the main kind of antagonist. They had a very, I don't want to spoil it because that's part of like a plot twist in the story, but they have a very personal relationship. So it's not just like a random criminal, in Flash. It's actually like, more to it. But strength is normal. He has no physical enhancements, unlike the goblins. Speed is normal unless he uses he doesn't have a glider. It's like a broomstick kind of. So he kind of has like that traditional folklore witch broomstick kind of motif, I should say, going on with that. As you can see in the image, that's what he's holding. For fighting, it is 5 bars. He has self-proclaimed himself to be trained to be the world's best assassin. While that's highly unlikely, and a lot of people claim to be that, he has proven himself to be quite the formidable opponent. I mean, for example, he has fought in one-on-one against Venom and lived, which is very impressive. Especially when you consider the fact that this Venom is Flash Thompson, who has military training, on top of the fact that he has all of the experiences of the past hosts. Durability is 2 bars. He has no healing factor. He actually took a grenade to the face one time though and survived it, so his face is actually kind of screwed up, missing a few front teeth. Intellect, he has 4 bars. He is what's considered just like Joker. They're both gifted in their own ways. They both kind of make their own gadgets, their own tech, which is very impressive when you think about it. There's some pretty cool engineering, chemical feats, especially for the Joker with his gases, CJ touched upon. And then energy projection. Besides equipment, they don't have any, energy projection of any kind.
No natural
so that'd be
energy projection.
Yeah, so that'd be a 0 or 1 bar for that, I should say. So, CJ, I will turn to you really quick. Why do you think the Joker would win this?
And well, other than the fact that I think the Joker is a more recognizable character and people know a little bit more about the Joker, which, hands off to you. I think you did a great job of explaining who
Discount Green Goblin.
Essentially, you did a great job of backing up that origin and introducing a character that a lot of people might not have known about. Joker, in my mind, wins this matchup. The X factor for him is mainly his, like I said, his habit of not dying when he really should. His habit of sticking around, really, surviving gunshot wounds, having his face cut off, all these falls, different things that should kill him. Many times in the comics he's been presumed dead, but he's not. And a lot of that even goes back all the way to when he was originally dropped into that vat of chemicals, which should have killed him but didn't, and actually turned him into a horrifying monster. Not only does he have that healing factor that I think would give him the edge over someone like Jack-O-Lantern, I really think it's more of an editorial thing. And we talked about editorial last time. Editorial doesn't make these decisions. I'm not going to say editorial wouldn't let Joker die. I just think somehow Joker would survive. Somehow Joker would live. And I really think that gives him the advantage, not only in terms of actually surviving a fight, but in terms of psychologically, Joker doesn't fear death because death's not coming for him anytime soon. So I think it's one of those things where I think he could put that away, put that out of his mind, and really potentially do some crazy stuff that Jack-O-Lantern wouldn't be willing to do. I think he's willing to take that extra crazy step. So why do you think Jack-O-Lantern stands a chance against the Clown Prince of Crime? Technically the Crown Prince of Clown Crime as well, but I don't know.
He's gonna be the Crown Prince of
It's between him
death.
and Pennywise. I mean,
because I will say, I think, besides the fact that Jack-O-Lantern is a much better fighter, I would use that, usually I would use that because that's a huge, stat, advantage for Jack-O-Lantern straight off the bat. But I feel like it's kind of nullified by the fact that Joker gets a regular beatdown by Batman, who in the same right is also a much better fighter. So I feel like it doesn't really do much for that argument. So I'm not going to use that. What I am going to use, though, is the fact that based off his experiences, Joker fights Batman. Occasionally, we kind of jokingly say he fights Harley. But my point is, he doesn't really fight anyone like Venom. Venom is a whole nother beast. Venom's a whole nother monster. I mean, you think of Venom, I mean, he's crazy. I mean, imagine trying to fight Carnage. Imagine trying to find any symbiote. Toxin obviously is a whole nother, beast in his own right too. But I just keep thinking back to that. This guy goes one-on-one with Venom and lives. He does lose those fights, as the villain always does. And, he does get beaten, battered, all that stuff, but he survives. And I gotta commend him for that. I gotta say, like, that gives me major props. And if this is a fight to the death, I think the Joker would probably win it, considering, the Dionysium in his system probably wouldn't let him die fast. Jack-o'-lantern, really. Yeah, Jack-o'-lantern probably wouldn't. I mean, it's not like a Deadpool healing factor, Wolverine healing factor, but it's enough that, probably Jack-o'-lantern wouldn't be able to kill him fast enough. But I will say, I just think Jack-o'-lantern, I think he's used to fighting a much more powerful opponent. And actually, who knows? Maybe he will kill the Joker because Venom has quite the healing factor technically in his own right too. So I'm sure, I'm sure considering, fighting Venom had become a regular everyday thing for Jekyll. I feel like fighting the Joker is just a walk in the park, True. If anything.
True.
However, I probably will lose this just based off of name recognition and the fact that I started this Jack-o'-lantern kind of info sesh by saying discount Green Goblin, discount Hobgoblin,
you kind of did shoot yourself
Flaming
there.
Mysterio.
You shot yourself in the foot a little bit. You plaxicoed yourself.
I mean, but that's what he is. So,
he basically is.
He owns up to it, at least.
But hopefully, he's one of those characters. He's not a one-off, and that's what impresses me about Jack-o'-lantern. You kind of mentioned he faces Venom a lot and keeps coming back. But that's kind of maybe a little microcosm for him as a character in general. He's one of those guys that could have just been a one-off like American Kaiju, but just keeps coming back. He's involved in a lot of things, and he's actually stuck around for quite a little bit. So, hopefully he'll get a little more development later on, and maybe someday down the line, maybe a couple of years in the future, when people are watching this, maybe much later, they'll think, hey, Jack-o'-lantern's got the edge. But right now, today, I don't think there's any beating Joker. But this is where we turn it over to you guys, the fans. We've given you the statistical analysis and our opinions, and this is where we let you decide. So let me know in the comment section down below. Let us know, I should say. Who do you think would win, Jack-o'-lantern, Broomstick and all, or the Clown Prince of Prime? Good lord.
He is on Earth Prime. So
he is. The Clown Prince of Crime, the Joker, the Madman himself versus the man with the flaming head. This is actually a pretty good one. On paper, at first, I was like, "Oh, walk in the park," but I think you actually put up a pretty good fight. But
thank you.
We'll let the fans decide. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, and subscribe for more great content every single day. Go out, watch Suicide Squad this weekend, enjoy it. Tell us what you think in the comment section of this video and in the comment section of our next comic book versus. A little spoiler for you guys there, a little teaser. But signing off, this is CJ.
This is Josh. Vote for the Great Pumpkin. Don't vote for albino Jared Leto.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I don't even have a joke for that. So we're just gonna end this one right here. Signing off, this is CJ, and for Josh, we'll see you next time.